Okay, good morning class. So today we're looking at Trigonometry chapter 5. We're looking at the last exercise of this chapter. Okay. Before the revision exercise, I think it's the revision exercise as well. So we're looking at the examples for exercise 8. And exercise 8 is on page 100 and 8. Alright. So let's read what they said here. Solve equations using compound angles and no calculator. In grade 11 you solve equations of the type sine of A is equal to sine of B. And cos of A is equal to cos of B, or tan of A is equal to tan of B. Okay. See, that was exercise 7.13 or 7.12 from your Keeping Maths Clever Keeping Maths Simple textbook. Okay. To find the general solution of these equations, you use this method. We get both to be sine, and then we drop the signs and so on. Okay. So that is just a refresher then. We're looking at worked example 1. Worked example 1 is on page 108. Alright, so we are told that solve for x, you sine open brackets 3x minus 20 is equal to sine x plus 10 for x is greater than or equal to negative 360 but less than equal to 360. So when we start, people, what we notice that we already have sines both sides. Not so? So I can drop that. So we say reference 3x minus 20 equals x plus 10. So what's the first thing we need to do? We first need to get the ratios the same. So make a note there. First get your ratios the same. Okay, once the ratios are the same, secondly we can drop the ratios now once it's the same. Okay. People, do we solve for x here? No. What do? We take it to its quadrant. The question we ask ourselves, in which quadrant? The sign positive. You see no sign, so it means positive. So the third thing is we're going to check in which quadrant the sign positive or negative, whatever. Okay. We say in which quadrant is the trig function positive or negative. So in which quadrant is sign positive? First and second. So let's go with the first quadrant. Quadrant 1. We say then 3x minus 20 equals x plus 10 plus k times 360. Now I can move things around. Not so. So we take x over the equal sign and minus 20 that way. So 3x minus x is 2x is equal to 10 plus 20 is 30. Plus k times. Did you guys get it? You never look at it. Yeah, I didn't have it. What's the name? But the other two teachers had looked at it. So you can just make changes on there as needed. Okay, so there's going to be plus k times 360. So what do I do now? Divide by 2. So x equal to 15 plus k times 180. You guys understand? So let's go quadrant 2. How do we get into quadrant 2? 180 minus. So again we go here, 3x minus 20 is equal to 180 minus x plus 10 plus k times 360. We did the bracket there. We get 3x minus 20 is equal to 180 minus x minus 10 plus k times 360. So what is 3x plus x? 4x equal to 180 minus 10 170 plus 20 190 plus k times 360. You all agree with that, people? It's 180 minus 10 plus 20. Should be right. So what do I do now? Divided by 4. So 85, so it's going to be 47.5. Right there. So x is going to be 47, 5 plus k times 90 degrees. Where k is an element of? But have I answered the question? No. She says, no. You're very tired this morning, my girl. Huh? Exam starting soon. Okay, let's say you're busy studying. Okay, always think the better of people. Alright, so where do we start? Since there is a restricted domain, we're going to start subbing where x is equal to 0. Then 1, 2, 3 till you can't get any more. Then minus 1, minus 2 and so on till you can't get any more. So let's start with the first one. Okay. So we say x is an element of and we start listing. In your textbook, is it from negative 360 to 360? Yes. Okay. So let's go with 0 here, then what do I get? 15 degrees. Now if I put 1 in where I see k. So it's going to be 15 plus 1 times 180. So it's going to be 195, which is still in that given domain. Okay. Now we put 2 in. So it's 360 plus 15, which is 375, which is outside. Not so. Now I'm going to replace k with negative 1. So it's going to be negative 165. Is that correct? Oops. Negative 165, which is inside that given domain. Negative 165 degrees. And what do I do now? I put minus 2 in. Not so. Which is again minus 180. Or 15 plus negative 2 times 180. You know, answer negative 345, which is still given within that given domain there. Not so? So any confusion this far? So what can minus 3 work? Which is negative 180 further? No. Why? It's outside the given domain. You guys understand? So if minus 3 doesn't work, of course minus 4 won't work and so on. So yeah, if I put now I'm at this point now. If I put 0 in there, what do I get? 47.5 degrees. Not so. Now I put 1 in. I'm going to get 137.5. Not so. So it's 47.5 plus 1 times 90. 137.5. 137.5. If I add another 90, I'm going to get 227.5. So I replace that with a 2. 227.5. Now put a 3 in. So that's going to give you 317.5. We're going to put 5 in. Then I'm going to get 407.5, which is outside that given domain. You guys understand? So what do I do now? Replace this with negative 1. Gives me negative 42.5. Now put minus 2 in. Negative 132.5. And I put minus 3. Negative 222.5. Minus 3. Minus 4. Negative 312. And of course, minus 5 will be outside that given domain of negative 360. You guys understand? Is that right according to what according to the textbook? They give all their values. Huh? Yes? Strange. Okay. But okay? That's in the solution. But you guys understand? Is there any confusion? No. Okay? Let's carry on. We don't want you. The circle now. No? People, example 2. Example 2 is on page 108. Okay, all this will be on 108 because the exercise is on 108. Okay. Find the general solution of cos 2x cos 30 minus sin 2x sin 30 equals sin x. So hang on. The left hand side reminds us of what? Cos, sin, sin. Cos rule. Not so. Same sign or opposite sign? Opposite. So it's going to be cos alpha plus beta is equal to sin x. Not so. So what's my alpha angle? 2x. So what's my beta angle? 30. So it's going to be 2x plus 30. Can I drop the causes here, the cos and the sine here? No. We can only drop it when it's the same. And there must be a 1 or a minus 1 in front of it. Okay. So can't drop it here. Can I divide both sides by causes? Because the sine of a cos is 10. Can I divide both sides by cos of x? Make some? No. Why not? You will say no, yes, but why? Because the angles are not the same. The angles must be the same. So, that is cos. I must change this to cos. So what I do normally is, I keep the first and change the second. Okay? But if you are that kind of girls that want to change the first and keep the second, no problem. Okay? If you change this, it would be sine 90 minus 2x plus 30. You guys see that? That is equivalent to that. So that's if you change the first. I'm that kind of guy who keeps the first and changes the second. So that will simply be cos 90 minus 6. Can you see that? This is going to become cos 2x plus 30. So what do we have now? The ratios are the same. So what can I do? Drop the causes. So what do I write here? A reference 2x plus 30 equals 90 minus 6. Can I solve for x at this point? No. Why? What must we do first? Take it to its quadrants. Not so. So the question we ask ourselves, which quadrant is cos? Positive. Which quadrant is cos positive? 1 and 4. And let's go with quadrant 1. What do I write for quadrant 1? 2x plus 30 equal 90 minus x plus k times 360. Fine. Check it out. Yeah. Just pause here. Alright. So let's go quadrant 1. It's going to be just the angle. So I solve for x, take it over the equal sign. Becomes 2x plus x is going to give you 3x is equal to 90 minus 30, which is 60 plus k times 360. Divided by 3. So x is 20 plus k times 1. Okay. Quadrant 4. How do you get in quadrant 4? So it's going to be firstly 2x plus 30 is equal to 360 minus what? 90 minus x plus k times 360. You all agree with that? It's wrong. Brackets. Why must there be a bracket? More than one term following a negative sign. Okay. So I get rid of the bracket. So it's 2x plus 30 equals 360 minus 90 plus x plus k times 360. What do I do now? X is one side, so you take it over the equal sign. So it's going to be 2x plus minus x is x. It's equal to what's 360 minus 90? 270. And 270 minus 30? 240. Plus k times 360. Where k is an element of integer. See any confusion there, people? No. Right. Is there a restricted domain? No. So we stop here. Okay. You guys understand? See any confusion? Okay. See another one. Yo. Maybe you're on the roll, on the ball. Right, so that basically brings us to the end of trigonometry ratios for chapter 5. So with that you should be able to do for homework exercise 8 on page 100. So the last part of trigonometry is going to be the sine, cos and area rule. Okay.